Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on January 5th, 2023, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop what y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I do love going through, seeing who y'all like. But if you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, as well as best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out over at Pickdawgz.com, man. Click that premium picks tab. And if you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam Session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, you can click that link in the description. It'll take you right to my Handicapper page, man. My feature play every day is my $15 NBA Jam Session play. But I also offer more than just my best bet in the NBA every night, man. I offer 3-day packages, 7-day weekly packages, monthly packages, yearly packages, seasonal packages, by sport packages, man. And the best thing to do, man, is to pick up one of those longer-term packages for nights like last night, man. We went 4-1 in the NBA, but the one that we lost was the best bet, man. That's unfortunate, but it happens sometimes in the NBA, man, long season. So do yourself a favor. Help me make you some more money, man, by picking up a long-term package. That way you get every play that I release in the time frame of the package you got, man. So scoop up one of those. Also, follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ, man. That's where I typically update you on the late injury news. And if my mind changes on any of these games due to late information coming out of the association, we got a small card tonight, man. Only 4 games, but we want to smash it per usual, man. So without further ado, man, let's try to do just that. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Memphis Grizzlies. They're out on the road facing the Orlando Magic. Memphis road favorites laying 6.5, total 230. Memphis has been playing some really good basketball here recently, man. They've won 4 straight, including 2 road games, man. We know Memphis is terrible on the road, but they've won back-to-back road games pretty dominantly, including last night's win over the Charlotte Hornets, 131-107. Yesterday on the Jam session, I thought maybe that the Hornets could keep that one competitive, but as soon as that game tipped off, I knew that was not the case, man. Memphis completely dismantled that team, man. And like I said, they've won 4 straight, and all of them they've won pretty convincingly. So they beat Charlotte last night, 131-107. Beat the Kings on the first, 118-108, 10-point win. Beat the Pelicans on the 31st by 15, 116-101. And beat Toronto on the 29th, 119-106, a 13-point win. They've been playing some really good basketball here recently, man. But all that said, I'm fading them again tonight, man. I think this could be the flat spot for this Grizzlies team. They're still an awful road team, man. They are. They have covered and looked good in their last 2 road games against the Hornets last night and the Raptors on the 29th. But overall this season on the road, the Grizzlies 6-12-1 against the spread out on the road, only covering in 33.3% of their road games, man. I don't like that, man, especially not on a back-to-back facing a Magic team who I get is not the best team in the league, man, but at home they play some really good basketball, this Magic team does. 13-8 against the spread on their home floor is this Magic team, man, covering in 61.9% of their games. We just seen the Magic play a really good game last night against the Thunder in a game where they won by 11. The 3 games prior to that, they weren't playing good basketball, but here tonight, man, still on their home floor where they play their better basketball. I think they can keep this one competitive with the Grizzlies, man. So for me in our first matchup of the night, I'm taking the points with the Orlando Magic in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, and the game of the night, man, we got the 2 MVP favorites, Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, going at it tonight in Dallas. Boston road favorites laying 3, total 231. Man, I'm taking my team, man, the Dallas Mavericks, plus the 3 points. I'm sprinkling some on the money line as well. I really think they win this game outright. The Mavs, I will say, we go look at it, man, the worst cover team in the NBA, man. We're going to call a spade a spade. The Mavs, even worse than the dreadful Miami Heat, man. The Mavs 13-23-2 against the spread this season, only covering in 36.1% of their games. But I just think for the Mavs, it's a little different, man. A lot of that damage is due to the Mavs being huge favorites in games. They win them, but they fail to cover. I think the Mavs just, due to Luka Doncic being on the team, man, sometimes they're kind of just a little overvalued. And I think that's more so to do with why they're terrible against the spread more than anything else. Most games are just laying a bundle of points on bad teams, man, and that's not where the Mavs typically play their better basketball. But even dating back to last season, when the Mavs play really good teams, they always seem to step up, and I think they do that here tonight, man. The Mavs this season at home, man, is a different story straight up. And like I said, they're the worst cover team in the NBA against the spread, but they be winning basketball games this season on their home floor. The Mavericks are 15-5 on their home floor, man, winning 75% of their home games. I think they go ahead and continue that here tonight. I think they get to 16-5. I do think they honestly beat this Boston Celtics team. Boston has been struggling here recently, man. Also, this is going to be Boston's third straight road game. They just lost the previous two, and they lost the previous two pretty handedly as well. They just lost their last game on the road to the Oklahoma City Thunder, 150-117. And the Thunder were without their best player in that one, in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the game before that, they were on the road as well, man. They lost to the Denver Nuggets, man. Celtics not playing their best basketball here recently. And I don't think that translates well going into Dallas playing a red-hot Mavericks team. I don't know if y'all know, but like I said, this Mavs team, they're terrible against the spread, but they're winning games, and they've won 7 straight. I think tonight, man, this building's going to be rocking. I might be in the building for this one. I haven't made up my mind yet or not, but I think the Mavs definitely come to play, get themselves a home win here in this one. I'll take the 3 in my back pocket. I'm going to sprinkle some on the money line as well, playing some really good basketball. I told you that Christmas Day game really was a turning point for this Mavericks team, and I think they just continue to play great basketball, man. I like them to get to 8 straight, continue the longest winning streak in the NBA. They now own it now that the Nets lost last night. So give me my Mavs, man. I think they show up tonight. Hell of a game we're in for, man. I can't wait to watch this one. I'm on the Mavs. I think they win this one outright, and I'm going to take them plus the points as well. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got 2 teams struggling mightily, man. We got the Utah Jazz on the road facing the Houston Rockets. The Jazz road favorites laying 6.5, total 232. Both of these teams have lost 5 games straight, man. Hard for me to really get a read on either of these teams, man, to be honest. The Jazz really let me down in their last one against the Kings, and they let me down the night before against the Miami Heat. The Jazz have just been letting me down a lot here recently, man. I can't get there with them. They just been playing really bad basketball. They've lost 5 straight, man. They're 19-21. They've now fallen under 500. They're on the road in this one. And do I feel like laying 7 points with the Jazz on the road? I do not, man, especially not with the way they're playing right now. They're not looking like that same team that we were making tons of money on early in the season. They're starting to regress. They're starting to look like the team I think a lot of people thought they were going to be when they lost Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, man. And with that being said, laying 7 with them on the road just isn't a spot I want to be right now. I'll grab the points with the Rockets. I will say, it's not like the Rockets have been lighting the world on fire either. They've lost 5 straight games as well. But they've been fairly competitive. They lost to New Orleans in their last one by 11. I mean, you know, in the game before that, they lost to the Mavericks by 5 in a game where they were up majority of that game and crumbled down there in the end. They're at home here in this one, man. I'd just rather have the points in my back pocket here in this one. Most likely not going to play this one at all, but I will lean to the Houston Rockets plus the points in this one. Laying points with the Jazz, who are struggling on the road, just doesn't seem like a great place to be in my mind. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Denver laying 5, total 228. Man, I'm going to say the same thing I've been saying all season. The hardest team for me to handicap probably this season in the NBA is the Los Angeles Clippers, man, and that still has not changed, man. It's just hard for me to get a firm grasp on this team. I am going to lean Nuggets in this one. I do think they could get themselves another home win and cover in this one. Denver, this season at home, the 3rd best home team in the NBA, 14-3 straight up this season on their home floor. They've won 82.4% of their home games this season. We're only laying 5. I think this one could be fairly competitive throughout the entirety of the game. I think the Nuggets win the game, and I think we could see some late game fouling in the end that pushes us over this number. The Clippers are traveling with Paul George in this one, but he's listed as questionable day-to-day. Like I said, a tough team to handicap, man, and they're not going to let us know till 5 o'clock. But as soon as I find out if he's playing or not, I will let y'all know. But in our last and final one, it's just a small lean to the Nuggets. They go crazy at home. I usually don't look to fade them at home, and I don't look to do it in this one. So for me, it's Nuggets or nothing here in our last matchup of the night. And that's going to conclude tonight's NBA Jam session on January 5th, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new. And drop y'all like down in the comments, as I do love going through, seeing who y'all like. But if you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, as well as best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out over at Pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab. And if you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, you can click that link in the description. It'll take you right to it, man. $15. Scoop that up. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ, man. That's where I typically update y'all on late injury news and if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. Small card tonight, only 4 games. Want to smash it per usual, man. Let's try to do just that. Talk to y'all on Twitter. Talk to y'all in the comments. See y'all tomorrow. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. Let's make some money tonight, and I'm out. Peace.